This truth may take you aback, but it doesn't mean it's not true. The truth is this: real peace is not the absence of conflict, but the result of conflict. Real peace is not the absence of conflict, but the result of conflict. Go back to Matthew 10:34. Jesus says, "Don't think I came to bring peace to earth. I didn't come to bring peace, but conflict." Now, I know what some of you pseudo-theologians are thinking. I know what some of you people that want to pick holes in the Bible are thinking. You're saying, see, I told you, the Bible contradicts itself. The Bible's always saying things that go against itself. The Bible's contradicting itself. No, it's not. This is what Jesus is saying. Please always remember this. We must go through conflict before we have real peace. You want to have real peace today? There's going to have to be some conflict. You want to have peace in your marriage? There's going to have to be some conflict. You want to have some peace with your children? There's going to have to be some conflict. You want to have peace at work? There's going to have to be some conflict. We must go through conflict before we have real peace. I mean, go back to Luke 2:14. It says, peace on earth, what? To those whom God is pleased. Now, how do we become pleasing to God? Does anybody know? You know how we become pleasing to God? God has to come in. He has to kill the old you, that sinful you, that nasty you, that sin nature. He's got to wage war against the sin in your life. He's got to be victorious before we become pleasing to God. You see, we'll never be pleasing to God until He defeats the sin in our life. Please hear me. Peace is the goal of Christmas, but battles must be won for us to have it. Many of you know my son. You're so excited. I'm excited. He's back from Japan. He's been staying in Japan. But if you know anything about history, you'll know that right there is an amazing thing. For my son to be stationed at Japan. Why? Because at one time, Japan was one of our greatest enemies. Japan did all they could to wipe us out, to destroy us. Have you ever heard of Pearl Harbor? Google it sometimes. It's a bad day. So how is my son experiencing Japan right now? How do we have peace with Japan? Why? We have peace with Japan because we defeated them in battle, because we nuked them. There had to be conflict with Japan before we could have peace with Japan. And the same is true with us. You want peace? You're going to have some conflict.